Hello everybody, and I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. Just making sure everything's working. Camera's working. It's blurry. Is this working? Hello. Yeah, this is working. All right. So we're back the day before Halloween, trying to finish that print. That print we've been working on for a week now, right? Something like that? A little bit more? A bit less? I have no idea. Here's the print. So for anybody joining us onto this stream now for the first time, a few things. So where do I start? The print is a print for Halloween that we're doing with the dudes. You can buy the print now, even though it's not finished. I think you can buy it for less money now than it would when it'll be finished, because obviously there's a risk, right? You don't know. You're buying now something that might look shit in the end. Up to get the print, you go, oh, it's a little bit stretched. That sorry, I am a little bit drunk. Here we go. If you go to the dude's website, dudesfactory.com, dude-factory.com, or thedudes.com I think works too. You go to prints, limited prints, and here we have the Halloween print that we're working on right now. Obviously the thumbnail on the website is not up to date. I am working on it right now. It'll be 70 by 50 centimeter, 50 by 70 centimeter. It'll be limited to 420 pieces. No idea where we picked that number. And also there is a stream jam thing going on, because I get really bored really quickly drawing. So I put it in the chat again, or you can scan that QR code and you can join in listening to what I'm listening to. And you can also add tracks to the playlist, although I do reserve the right of skipping them, because although you can listen to something else or watch something else, I am stuck with whatever you guys put on. So, if someone decides to put like 20 tracks from Linkin Park or something like this, I don't want to have to suffer. Again, this is not a democracy. Mi casa es mi casa. Alright, what else? I was live this morning. I had to leave because I had a prior engagements to see a friend, and now I am a little bit drunk. So let's see how that goes, yeah? When I left, we were drawing mushrooms. There's a little mushroom there. So I'm gonna keep doing the mushrooms. I'm gonna make sure I can draw, because I don't want the quality of the print to be impacted by me going out for lunch. Macbeth is French. Yes, I am very much French. Incredibly French, some people would say. Alright, I'm gonna turn down the scary music. Oh, it's getting turned down. And I'm gonna push play on the jam. So now, actually, I don't know who put the tracks on that jam. There's a lot of tracks. I think it's been put up with you guys. So let's have a listen. And let's draw mushrooms. All right. I'm trying to keep a close look on the chat as well. So if you have questions, just don't hesitate. I might need a third screen. A third screen would be good. That's it. I think that's it. All right, let's go. I'm gonna put the mic away because otherwise I just breathe into the mic. The jam's not playing. You guys, I can see people on the. There's only a few of us on the jam. It's not many. I think it's 6 of us. Look, that's the jam. The jam is here, and you can just click the link or scan the QR code to join up. I wanted to, obviously the stream I didn't want to monetize. I wanted to put music because it's a little bit boring to just watch me draw. I usually watch TV shows when I draw as well, which is but music's cool. But the thing is, like, I've read that if I put music on the live stream, the stream could be taken down or stopped. I didn't want that to happen, but if anybody knows better, I don't mind just putting the music just live. Now, who wants to see what I had for lunch? Because I had an amazing lunch. And lunch is life. Dinner is life as well. I'm gonna tell you about my lunch, yeah? See, like, if I put the stream, if I did monetize the stream, I would feel bad having this type of lunch and asking money from you guys. Where's my phone? All right. Let me show you my lunch. Not everything is there, but some of the highlights I've took picture of. All right. I'm gonna go to a higher layer and drop pictures in the. This big, they're not that appetizing, to be honest. Started with a scallop with some stuff on it. It was nice. It's a restaurant called Brat in Shoreditch. I mean, one of my I, this place might be one of my religion for sure. Then we had skewer of pigeon with guanciale on top of it. Ooh, look at that! Look at that fat and pigeon. I hope it's not street pigeon in it. And then I ended with a duck rice. Obviously, I had a little bit to drink to go with it. But I made sure I was sober enough so I could join back and still be able to draw circles on top of condoms. I mean mushrooms. Oh, the last mushroom. We're doing the last mushroom. Is that someone put Snarky Puppy on the jam? That's funny. It is. Alright, cool. Now we have our mushrooms. Alright, here we go. So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna double that layer. And we're gonna fill it up. Oh, it's missing a little bit of ground here. Not sign. Ah, look at that. Starting to get there, right? Okay. So the way I like to do this, I'm gonna do two passes. One with the highlights, with a mask, and then another layer with the shadows. Actually, do you guys want to see the tool I'm using when I'm working on paper? Is that interesting to anybody? Do you want to see the what it's like to use not Photoshop to try to do this? I'm gonna let me check in this. I need 1 minute in the studio. There we go. And I'm back. Why the? Sorry. So some of you might know my good friend, brother from another mother, Hugo Gattoni. He's a illustrator friend of mine, with which I do music also. He got a little bit of a ascension to fame recently because he did the Olympic poster for the Paris Olympics. If you want to check that out. And through him, I met one of his best friends, a guy who made tools, and he made this for me, which is it's basically like a tattoo machine, like a steampunk. Even though I hate I hate steampunk, but I like tattoos and machines. And yeah, you can put a rotring right up there. We have different type of thing for different type of bands, and it just goes up and down. And yeah, you can do stipling in real life with this. It's very good. It's nice. It's a nice box. It's mine. I'm happy with it. I'm a very lucky person. JS. Alright, let's go back to cold hard Photoshop. Alright, here we go. She's a big boy now. That was a funny track to write. When I wrote that track, She's a Big Boy, I understood a lot of things about writing lyrics, and because it's a tricky thing. I think lyrics, you have to surf this fine line. You don't want to be, I mean, everybody has its own opinion, but in my opinion, you don't want to be too earnest. You don't want to be too poetic. You don't want to be too, honest, because that's just It's disgusting. But you don't want to be too funny either, because then that becomes just a parody song, right? I'm not fucking. I mean, props to the guy, but I don't want to be Weird Al Yankovic or. I mean, I have a lot of very bad French reference of that. So you want to kind of surf a line where you say things, but you don't say too much. And most importantly, you want the words to sound good. You want it to be smooth. You want syllables to be interesting and punchy when they need to be. You need to treat it like an instrument. Because let's be honest, like, it's very rare that anybody has really something interesting to talk about. Same with tattoos, you know? People have tats and they go, oh, that's, I have this anchor because of my dad or some bullshit. It's like, yeah. You have tattoos because you want to look cool. You play music because, it's a nice thing to do. But if you want to show off, you're going to feel it right away. And you're going to look like a dick. Is there something about ravioli? I just really love ravioli, and I'm from Cannes, the southeast of France, very close to Italy, right? And where my family's from, Nice, used to be Italian until the 1900s. The 19th century. Is that the 1900s? Is that the same? And we have our own take on raviolis that I really love. No offense to classic raviolis, but if you go to Nice and you have the Niçois ravioli, it's a trip. I'm glad you guys enjoy the music. It's been it's tricky because I got known for the illustration first. And I didn't want to be one of these guys who do, people know me for my art, so now I'm gonna do music. I wanted the music to have its own life, right? Partly why I chose a different name, even though the name is not that different. Mike Best is not like crazy. Most of the letters are similar. Let's put it this way. But still, I'm makes me really happy when people only know me for the music. That warms my heart for sure, if such a thing is possible. And medically, I don't think it's a good thing, but. And Tubes was interesting to write because I wrote Tubes during COVID when I had my first kids. And me and my girlfriend had to take care of the kids at the same time, locked at home. Very, very little time to yourself. It's interesting how that frustration just gives so much creativity to if you really want to do something cool, get a shitty job or agree to do something shitty for someone, like moving house or something like that. That frustration would push you to move mountains. Leather sofa. Is that a reference to Windowsill? Le paradis du cuir. So, in the voice you hear in Paradis du Cuir and in Sax Offender on Tube, the French dude who's talking at the beginning, his name is Bruno Bola. He's a director. He's been helping me direct all of the live action music videos for Macbeth, for Guapo. Cobra is one of the one he did. He helped on Ball Pit. He helped on Mooty's music video that's coming out next week. Yeah, Bruno is a really funny friend of mine, and we started like since Seabass he started like recording his voice because he sounds a bit like this 60s French movie voiceover artist. So I hope some of you can understand what he says because it's really funny. I wrote one of my best TTRPG campaign while working at a shitty factory job, so I can confirm. Man, it is, I shit you not, it is so important to, you have to have, even to this day, like, I'm so lucky to work for, like, with my friends, for the dudes, like, all we do is, clothing and music. I have to accept sometimes shitty jobs, things I don't want to do. Because it just, if I don't have that, there's no music, there's no cool illustration, there's fucking nothing. You need to harness the power of procrastination. And also, go easy on the video games, I guess. Because that shit is addictive. It will suck yourself dry. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. Alright. Highlights are done. Let's do shadows. And for the shadows, I'm going to select the inside of all my mushies. I'm going to do that clean. I'm a big kind of like, so with 2 kids, a clothing brand and 2 bands and a music label, I have hardly any time to work on to play games. But I was big, obviously, GTA and what's his face? The cowboy version of GTA. What's it called? Red Dead Redemption, the 1 and the 2, right? Obviously, like, but really like, what's it called? Death Stranding and all the Metal Gear Solid stuff. Half-Life, fucking man, Half-Life, one of the best games I've ever played. But these are alright, yeah, because they're just, they're just campaigns. You play them like a movie, right? You play them for a bit, and then when it's done, it's done. You can play them again like a few years later, but it's not something you would just lose your life trying to have the best score at. Favorite album of 2024. I mean, it's like art. Like, I don't watch stuff and I don't listen to too much stuff. But what am I? Let me check my playlists. I was really into You Save Days. Read Radgrave, Dabble, Donny Bennett, very very into what's it called, like fuck, I can't remember. One of my main inspirations in music is Conan Moccasin. Such a weird dude. Lip Lapel, hell yeah. Have you tried skateboarding? Yeah, when I was younger. J'ai plus le temps, crois-moi. Surf Daddy and Beautiful Boys. No, I've not listened to that yet. Why is... Oh shit, didn't work. Oh no! No. Alright, it's okay. Wrong layer. Let's do it again. Alright. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. King Gizzard. See, the King Gizzard is an interesting one. I was really into King Gizzard when I started, like really into. Like got all the special vinyls and all that thing. I saw them live like a few times. I'm having a hard time with them now. Like the whole switching style all the time, recording fucking 8 albums a year. It's just there's something about keeping this shit special a little bit. That you know, I wouldn't want to. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's if it's hard for me to follow, I'm a little bit not interested. So I've kind of stopped listening to them. Feels like I mean, if you're gonna put out that much music every year, obviously some of it is gonna be good and some of it is gonna be trash. And I don't, that shit's too special for me. I don't ever wanna put out an album where I think that track is a filler. You see what I mean? If there's something on the album, it's because I think it's worth being there. One to two a year. It's still. I mean, fair play. I still, still listen to them, but I'm not. I just think it needs to slow down a little bit. I think if I listen to this and I hear a lot, for instance, it's To each his own. I like I like playing with color. I do animation in color and stuff like this. But I've always stood my ground and let Macbeth just be black and white. I think you have that with some bands who've been playing for too long, and then suddenly there's only Radiohead who's ever been able to do like a transition into like a very good evolution and keep people hooked to their album while changing style. But they were still not like, in my opinion, they were not doing a lot of different style at the same time. They were just doing like, all right, now we're going more electronic, and it was fucking amazing. I don't know. I like restraint. I like keeping things special. Anybody wondering about the music? Here's the link. Again, I'm just gonna put it. What do you call near future? What's near future for you? Within the next 2 to 3 years, yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, of course. No. Hell yeah. Although I don't know in the US when we'll be able to go there. It's the thing about doing this all independent. We don't have like a tour manager or an agent or you know. Okay, we're gonna do another brush that's a little bit less scattered. Right, like that. Rup, rup, rup. That's nice. What's this? Crisis? Cory Wong. Ah, Cory Wong. See, Cory Wong, and there's a few other guys like this. Really, really talented musician, but they are part of this new trend of people who are too happy. I like that term, toxic positivity. It's just too smiley, and just everything's nice. I don't know, just a little bit. And it's hard to put your finger on it. Why it's annoying to see those guys smile all the time, but I guess it's because there's no way this is true, right? I might be wrong. That's a good track, though. What was the inspiration behind the music video or the song? Both. The song, I think, was some of my first songs writing in that kind of pop style. So the inspiration behind the song was to write something that sounded poetic, but that was super dumb. So it's all about, like, I guess, like, the lyrics are all about someone who lost their keys, and it's a very 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 literal lyrics about someone who lost their keys, but I wrote it in a way that it sounds maybe poetic, which is so dumb. And the music video, we didn't have any idea. So one of these bank holidays in London in the summer, we met with the guys from the band, which are all friends working in animation and stuff like that. So everybody in the band is kind of connected to the making images and stuff like this. And all we did was just, we went to a pub, we got drunk, and then we went to the park and we filmed. And then I just remember, like, looking at the footage and going like, fuck, what am I going to do with this? And then I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do with it. Yes, I am intoxicated, Matt. And I turned the grass blue, and then suddenly I had a music video. That was it. And then Wolfpack did it 3 years after, or 5 years, I can't remember. I'm not saying I'm a reference for it, I'm just saying I did it first. Well, Matt, if you need to know why I'm intoxicated, I was at Brat for lunch with Pat. I did a Brat with Pat type of lunch, and obviously, you know what happens there. We had the ribs of lamb. Ooh. Yes, I don't have Muti with me today helping me out because he's taking care of his kids. He's just too busy being a good dad. So yeah, that's it. I'm by myself in the studio, drunk. The icon on the top right is the jam that's happening. I literally like right now. The whole playlist has been decided by people from the chat. I'm not in charge anymore. So you guys are. You can log in onto the jam by scanning the QR code or going onto that link there, and then yeah, you can just listen to what we're listening synced, which is the future or radio. The chat is just on the if you go on the link, it gets you to Spotify, and then there you guys can just literally put the track without me having to do anything. It's working fine for me here, so I don't know. That's funny. All right, the stems. Let's do those stems. All right, that works, I think. Jesus Christ, really? I mean, I like The Police, but that's not the best song, is it? Mm, 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 mm. Oh, come on. If I skip the song, it doesn't mean you're wrong to put the song on. It's just, it's a personal taste thing, all right? I like The Police, but there's better songs than Every Breath You Take, all right? I'm gonna skip. Don't take it personally, Although, take it personally, I don't care. Alright, this new one doesn't start so well. I hate that. I hate the sound, I hate the guitar. I'm gonna give it... Alright, fuck it. No way. Nope. Okay. It's glass beams, yeah. Yeah, they're alright. Not a massive fan, but they're alright. It's one of these new flavors. I can't tell you the chords of Hugo because I've stopped reading music and knowing music theory when I was 11 or 12. I had a massive kind of fuck this. So ever since, everything I've done is just by ear. So I really wouldn't be able to tell you. What I know is that all my guitars and basses are tuned in E flat instead of E. I don't think I have the oreille absolue. I can. What I mean by that is I can listen to a note and I can guess it, but I can't be certain. I'm right 75% of the time, so it's not absolute. I have oreille absolute, absolute vodka. All right, we have a good base for these mushrooms, I think. Let's do that hand. Yes. We have a little problem here. The tree and the hand are both kind of the same value of gray. So they kind of mix together here, which means I think I might have to work on that tree a little bit more. Fuck. Alright, let's go. Yeah, the hand will be a little bit brighter as well. Will help creating contrast. But just that tree needs to be darker as well. It's already a little bit better, isn't it? There we go. Some shadows. All right. Yeah, so this is to be sold as a print. You can already buy the print on the Dudes Factory website at a reduced price, obviously, because you guys don't know what it's gonna end up looking like. But yeah, yep. It is gonna be a screen print, 50 centimeter by 70 centimeter. Okay. So now I know for a fact we're gonna have to finish it tomorrow. Although, like, for sure it's finished tomorrow, which is a good sign. Printed on EV paper. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what to do now? It's missing a few hours, but it's not by much. We need to do. Maybe let's do a bit of wood grain on the sign before. Spiral drive, yeah, that's very good. What should be written on that sign? That's an important question, isn't it? What should be on that sign? Tree. Yeah, that's. Yeah, why not? Boo with a really small B and S at the end is quite funny. One word would be cool. Something that in that vibe. I'm not ruling it out. I'm just saying. Twin Peaks. Mm-hmm. Let's try tricks. Tricks is fun. Free candy is cool too. It's not bad. Ça- so it's already sunny in Philadelphia at the end. That's quite funny. Very good. All right. So I don't think I have the energy to attack the whole portal of death with the vines and all this type of thing. That would probably be a work for tomorrow morning. But then, you know, we're really close to finish here, and it's all right. So I think I'm gonna tune out. I hope you had a good time, like I did. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow morning for the one living in England. And we're gonna finish this on Halloween, which is not, it's not a bad idea in the end, I think. That works. So yeah. You guys have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you're at. Enjoy. And go do something as well. Be cool. Or not, whatever. I don't mind. Talk to you later. Bye bye.